Hi, I'm Maura and I teach yoga at the Brushy Community Center, and I miss you all so terribly. And because we're home, I thought I would put together a chair yoga class for you. I hope you all are doing well and I can't wait to see your faces again. But in the meantime, we can do a little bit at home. So first off, get yourself a chair, nice sturdy chair, like a kitchen chair, ideally with no arm handles would be great. Arm handles? Arm handles. Yes, arm rests. Yeah. But you want to feel nice and sturdy in it, like you're not going to tip over. Also, make sure your doctor's okay with you doing exercise. This is a very gentle practice, but it is an exercise. So make sure your doctor is on board and just do what feels good. You know, the stretches are they're going to feel good, but if some parts of your body haven't been stretched in a while, then they might make you feel a little tired. I know I've told you a million times, I feel more tired doing my chair yoga classes than I do in my regular classes. So definitely just do what feels good. If you need to take a break, take a break. No one cares. Just do what feels right for you. And I'll give you lots of options so you can find what works for you. So the whole point is to feel as good in our body as we can for as long as we can. So grab yourself a chair and sit up nice and tall and we'll get started. Thank you. Find yourself sitting in your chair. Sit up nice and tall. You want to feel lifted up in through your heart as well as let your shoulders relax down. You can keep your hands in your lap, palms down or palms up. If it feels good to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. And just begin to notice your breath. Before you even make too many changes to your breath, just notice how it is. Is it shallow? Is it slow or is it quicker? Is it residing in your chest or is it also in your belly? Just noticing. Part of the practice of yoga is just becoming aware of all of these things. And then begin to deepen your breath. Purposefully breathe more deeply in and out. You can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose if that's comfortable for you. You can also breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth if that works better for you. It's all different on allergies, but you want to take nice full breaths in and big full breaths out. And just like with anything else, like I said before, your breath might be shorter than mine or longer than mine. It's all different. Just go to your place and your capacity. Breathing in nice and slow and breathing out. And see if you can make it a little bit slower and a little bit deeper. Now as you do this, keep going. Notice if your shoulders start tensing up or you start hunching forward. See if you can still feel a lift in through the crown of the head and your spine nice and long. Once I start to focus on one thing, like my breath, my posture sometimes goes, or if I'm working on something in my hands, I can't pay attention to my breath. So it's all a practice to focus on all these things at the same time. While you're here, just take a second and notice and ask yourself, what do you want out of yoga? Why are you here? Why are you doing this class? Is it for extra mobility? Is it for extra flexibility? Is it to be moving the body, keeping active? Whatever it is, lots of right answers. Just taking a moment to acknowledge and think about what it is that you want. See if you can soften in through your jaw, soften in through your fingers, even through your hips as you sit up tall and breathe. Good. Go ahead and open your eyes if they're closed. Drop your chin down to your chest and just hold it there. Relax your shoulder blades down your back. Just going to relax it here. And we're going to do a little bit of a pendulum swing. So take your chin over to the left and then down and over to the right.
And just keep going in this manner for a little bit. Relaxing those shoulders down as you go. It doesn't have to be quick. It doesn't have to be slow. Just paying attention to how the back of your neck feels. We hold a lot of tension here. Good. And then when your chin comes back into the center again, reach it back up so the crown of the head is reaching up. We're going to turn and look over to our right. So look over to the right. Feel a stretch in through the left side of the neck. Sit up tall. Crown of the head reaches up. And then gaze comes back in through center and over to the left. Sit up nice and tall. Just go as far as your nose can take you. Never to the point of hurting. You don't want to hurt yourself. Then come back in through center. We're going to do it one more time. Over to the right. Back in through center. Over to the left. And then back in through center. Now head tilts. Take the right ear toward the right shoulder, but relax your shoulders down. So it's not going to actually get to the shoulder, just heading in that direction. Feel the opening down here. See if you can even imagine that shoulder, your left shoulder dropping a little bit more. Now, you can take your chin with this tilt and drop the chin down toward the collarbone. And stay here for 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the chin comes up, head comes up, and then head on over to the other side. Oh, I always feel this. So the head, it's the left ear heading towards the left shoulder. And then feel this right shoulder dropping away, feeling a nice stretch in through this side. Relaxing in. Maybe one side feels different than the other. For me, this is my tight side. It's my left shoulder, your right. Or neck, rather. And then, again, with this tilt, take the chin down toward the collarbone. And feel any changes that happen in here. We'll take 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then the chin comes up, head comes up. Roll the shoulders a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of pendulum swinging again. So drop your head down and just go around. You don't have to go all the way back and around, just like a little U. Maybe the nose starts to head up a bit. You just want to get a little bit of looseness in here, right? A lot of stiffness happens when we're home and quarantining and stiff. Good, especially in the rain. It's been raining. So, okay, sit up nice and tall. Again, we're going to take our shoulders and work them. Arms come out to the side. Reach your thumbs up and back so the palms are reaching up. Take those thumbs as far back as you can. Open up in through the chest. Reach your fingers away from you. Oh, that feels good. And then bend your elbows, touch your shoulders, and make circles in with your elbows. So we're taking those elbows forward towards the front, up and away from you, and down through the back. And then going around now. So you can go as slow or as quick as you want. We're working on mobility. So as big of a circle with your elbows as you can. Again, don't push it. Just do what feels good. You can always do it again tomorrow and do a little bit more. It's always better to go easy. Listen to your body. Go and switch directions. For me, it's always about finding that balance, about pushing myself, because I can be a little lazy, between pushing myself and doing what my body really wants me to. So always listen to your body before you listen to me, before you listen to anybody else. Just listen to your body. Good, and then relax the shoulders down. Ooh, get a little loose. And then we're going to have our hands on our laps, and we're going to arch the back, lift the heart, and look up. So the key here is a back bend. So we're bending, and the heart is lifting up. So just take a couple breaths here. Take a big breath in. Arching in through the back, big breath out. If this doesn't feel good on your neck, you can drop your chin down. It's really just the back we're paying attention to. Then go ahead and round your spine, drop your chin into your chest. So now we're doing this little action here, curling inward. And then we're going to move with our breath. So on your inhale, arch your back, lift your heart. Exhale, round. Good, now keep going. Do this a few more times. Breathing in as you look up, shoulders back. Breathing out as you round forward, chin comes towards your chest. Good. Now sit up tall, take your hands to your hips, and feel, if you can, your pelvis, the bones that are here. Maybe they stick out, maybe they don't. And then we're going to imagine there's a marble in the inside of our pelvis. So if our pelvis was like a bowl, we're going to tilt the marble so it falls forward towards the knees, right? You might get a little arch in your back here too. Now tilt the marble back towards the back of the chair. Maybe your belly button comes in towards your spine and then go forward again, right? So my back's now arching maybe and my heart is lifting. And then we're going to round the spine. Maybe the chin's coming towards the chest. So I'm getting my pelvis involved here. So I'll show you from this side. Inhale, arch. Pelvis is tilting forward. Belly, button, and marble are going forward. And then as you exhale, rounding the spine, pelvis is tilting back, chin down. A couple more like this. Inhaling, arch, lift up. Exhaling, round. Again, getting the pelvis involved. Just opening up in through the back. Take those shoulder blades toward each other as you go. Good. And then sit up nice and tall. And we're going to take our hands to our hips. We're going to take our shoulders off to the side. One shoulder and then the other. If you've taken my class, you know that I don't always have the best moves. There's a lot of people who have better moves than I do. But this is a safe space. You're at home even. No one's looking. So you can just, oh my gosh, by the way, again, for those of you who are usually in class, you know that one squeaky chair? Apparently, this is a very squeaky chair. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can really hear it. So we're just going side to side. Just get loose. Get loose, right? Doesn't have to be, doesn't have to look good. Doesn't have to, you just want to feel good. Good. Now, sit up tall. Feet are hip width distance again. Left hand is going to come down to the side of your chair. Right arm is going to reach up. Again, reach up like you're trying to get something off a top shelf, right? Really, really high up. Then we're going to tip on over to the side. So it doesn't have to be a lot. This hand is helping me brace. I'm taking the right ribs and imagining them heading over towards the right. Lift the heart up. If it feels good, you can look up. If it doesn't, don't. Just going to take 2 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And we're going to inhale, come on up, and then exhale, let the arm come down. We're going to switch over to the other side. Left arm reaches up. Now we're going straight up first, imagining that thing way up high on the shelf, right? Maybe it's the cookies, no judgment, right? My cookies are up high. Then we're going to head on over to the side. Oh, so again, we're reaching the ribs over to the side, lifting up. We're avoiding this kind of crunched situation that can happen sometimes. Lift it up. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then on your inhale, come on up. Exhale, let the hand go down. We're going to move a little faster with our breath. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, over to the, got the wrong. Move along. Now we're going to speed it up even more. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, lift it up. Exhale, head over. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, hands down. Now we're going to speed it up. Arms reach up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, over to this side. Inhale, up. Exhale, over to this side. Inhale, up. Exhale, over to the left. So we're just moving a little bit faster. Just go with your breath. Rather than taking a little bit of extra time, we're moving a little bit faster, just loosening up. Again, slower feels good, do it. Good. And then one more time over to the right. And then come on back up and lower the arms. Woof, relax, get loose, right? Get out any little wiggles, and we're gonna find our twist. So sit up tall. Right? Knees are forward, shoulders forward. We're going to take our right hand towards the back of the chair, and the left hand is going to come to the outside of the right leg. Sit up tall. Heart reaches forward first, then you're going to take your heart over to the right. Okay? Just go nice and slow. You can use your hands for leverage, pressing against the leg, but the key here is lifting the heart up as you twist, so that right shoulder is headed toward the back of the chair. If you're too close to the back of the chair, you got to sit up a little bit further. And we're taking that left shoulder and it's heading toward the front. Again, sit up nice and tall. We're thinking of like a spiral staircase, twisting and elevating. Take one more breath here, and out. And then come back in through the center. We're going to switch over to the other side. So that left shoulder, left arm is headed towards the back of the chair. It can be to the side, whatever works. And then the right hand is coming to the outside of the left knee. Sit up tall first, then find your twist. That left shoulder headed toward the back of the chair, right? Toward the back of the room or whatever. And then that right shoulder is coming forward. Heart is turning the corner. Again, sitting up tall and then twisting. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. And then come back in through center, relax, give a little sideways. Whoo, this feels good. Then we're going to move with our breath, okay? So we're going to add some arms. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. One more time each side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over here. Good, and then come back in through the center. Give yourself a little bit of wiggles, right? Loosen up anything that feels a little tight. Then we're going to work on our fingers, and our wrists. So we're going to take our, whichever hand you want, forward. Fingertips reach up towards the sky. Reach that arm straight out in front of you. And then take your other hand and then hold the fingers directly straight back towards you, right? So we're stretching here through the fingers and the palm and the bottom part of the wrist. Feels good for me. And then release the fingers, make a fist, and then take the knuckles down and then back toward your armpit. So we're going to take the other, you can stay just like this or take the other hands and kind of give it a little help. Moving off to the side so you can kind of see. So the stretch here is in the top of the wrist and in through the forearm. That's where you want to feel it. So breathe in and breathe out. And then relax, shake out the hands as much as feels comfortable. And then the other side, other hand, fingertips point up, and then draw the fingertips straight back toward your shoulder. All right, so feel that stretch in through the hands, in through the bottom of the wrist, maybe even in through the bottom part of the arm, keeping that arm straight. And then release, make a fist, knuckles down and back toward the armpit. Again, taking your hand, opposite hand, and helping it if you like. All right, breathe in, this feels good, in through here, breathe out. Sometimes these little movements are where you get it, and then relax it. We're going to take our fingers, right? Fingertips spread nice and wide, like, psh, right? Fire, or Spider-Man, or whatever, right? So, psh, get the webbing really wide. Imagine that, right? And then we're going to make fists, psh, and then out, psh, and then fist. As much as you can. And then maybe start making it go a little bit faster, right? You can have your arms down. Now my shoulders are getting tired holding them up here, but just keep going. We're working in through the fingers and the hands. Woo! These little movements. I tell you, I work harder in my chair yoga classes than I do in almost any of my other classes that I teach. Relax, shake it out. Now, one other one for the hands. Fingertips spread wide. So instead of going fingers wide and shut, we're going to go fingers wide and wider. Wide, wider, wide, wider. Noises are optional. Right? Oof. All right. Then shake it out. Excellent. Next is hips. So we're going to sit a little forward onto your chair. If you can, comfortably open your thighs up so your knees are going apart from each other. You want your knees and your toes to go in the same direction, right? So just take a second. If your knees are more like this and your toes are out to the side, just see if you can get your knees to widen to the toes or the toes to come back in. Sit up tall. And we're going to have our hands on our thighs for support. You're going to sit with a straight back and then lean forward. Right? So just lean it forward. You might start to feel it in through the hips. This is what it looks like from this side. That feels good. So just stay there for a couple of breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then come on back up. And we're going to do this a couple more times with our breath. Now, some of us will be able to put their hands on the floor. Some of us won't. Just see what feels good. So take a big breath in. Exhale, lean it forward. If your hands come down to the floor, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Come on back up. That's up to you. It all just depends on how your hips feel. You can keep your hands right up on your thighs. That works too. So we're going to take a big breath in as you come up. Exhale as you go down. Inhale on the up. Exhale on the down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. And then come back up into center. Take your knees, feet, walk them in a little bit, and then just hands behind you. You can like windshield wiper your knees a little bit. Let the hips kind of relax. We're going to go back in for a second set and add a couple more things. So sit up tall. Walk the feet apart. You find your stance again. And then lift up in through your heart so you have a nice straight spine. We're going to take the fingertips inside the thighs and point them down towards the floor. I'm going to take my left shoulder and I'm going to point it towards the front of the room. Boop. And I'm going to turn and look over to the right. So I'm going to get a stretch in through the back here. I'm using my left hand to press against the thigh. Oh, this feels so good. I'm feeling it all along my back and in through my leg. Come back up in through center. We're going to switch over to the other side. Left. Nope, that's the right hand into the right thigh. Fingertips down. Take that right shoulder forward towards the center. I'm going to look over to the left. Oh, that feels good. And then come back up in. We're going to do one more time each side. Sit up tall first. Twisting over to the right. So left shoulder coming forward. Back up in. And then over to the other side. And then come back in. Walk your feet together, hands behind you. Give your knees a little bit of windshield wiper. Next, we're going to do a side angle. Okay, so we're going to sit a little bit over to the right. Only go as far as you are comfortable. That's what I'm trying to say. So you don't want to be unsteady on your chair. You don't want to tip over. So just go a little bit over so you have some space. So we're going to point forward. You're taking the right leg out to the side. Right? That's going to stay bent. That's our stability. We're going to take the left leg out to the side. Right? And then we're going to straighten it. I feel that. So you can point your toe, sit up tall. I'm going to take the right forearm and lean it down. But rather than crunching inward, we want to lift up and then kind of tilt over to the side. And then that left arm's going to reach up towards the sky. If it feels good, you can keep going over. Oh, I feel this is such a big, good stretch. 2 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Then inhale, come on up. Exhale, hands come down. Bend this knee back. Maybe you got to help it. Walk your feet over. We're going to do the other side. So walk yourself over to the left side of your chair. Take that left leg out to the side, right? Toes and knees pointing in the same direction. We're taking the right leg, straighten it, and then widen it out. Just take a second here to get yourself stable in a place that's comfortable. Then sit up tall, left forearm is going to lean down onto the left thigh. Keep your heart lifted and your shoulders in one line, and then reach that right arm up. And then you can start to lean over to the side. Just go as far as feels good for you, right? Some people with a little bit more flexibility might end up being a little bit further down. That's not right now for me today. That's okay. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. Big breath out. And then come on back up. And then walk the feet back toward each other. Whoa. Good. Then we're just going to do a couple of little sun salutations. Okay, so widen the feet. Again, come a little bit forward. We're just going to add a few things together and move with our breath. So coming forward onto your chair, legs are wide, sit up tall. Good. Inhale, arms are going to reach up. And then we're going to twist over to the left first. Both arms, you're just going to go just to halfway, just to horizon. And we're going to inhale, arms reach up again. Then we're going to twist over to the other side. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, hands come down to the sides of the chair. Inhale, arch the back, lift the heart, shoulder blades together. And then exhale, come back here. Hands come forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, hands to heart center. If you're like, what? It's okay, we're gonna do it again. 2 more times. Inhale, arms reach up. Twist to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, hands down to the chair. Inhale, arch. Exhale, back to center. Hands to the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold it forward. Good. Inhale, come on back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One last time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, arms reach up. Hands come down to the chair. Inhale, shoulders back, heart lifts. Exhale, hands come forward. Sit up tall and then fold. Inhale, come on back up. And then hands to heart center. Good. And then walk your feet back in and then sit back a little bit. So you're back and comfortable on your chair. We're going to take the arms out to the side, work the shoulders a little bit. So give yourself a hug. We're going to take that right, nope, that's the right. We're going to take the right above the left out in front of you. Bend your elbows, grab your shoulders. So you might look like this, you might look like this, who knows. But what you want to do, whichever grab you can get, you want to walk your hands back to hug. Maybe your elbows can come on top of each other, maybe they don't, it's all good. We just want to see what we can do comfortably. And then raise the elbows up to shoulder height if you can, and lift your heart. So maybe you can really reach your hands back there. I have very open shoulders, but you might just be here. You want to reach the center of your shoulder blades back and draw your shoulder blades away from each other. We'll take one more breath like this and let it go. And then release your arms and relax the shoulders. Give them a roll. Now we're going to do the other side. Arms come out to the side, then take the left hand up above the right, then the elbows, and grab what you can. Again, work it. This side might be very, very different. For me, this is very different. So you want to lift your elbows up to shoulder height, walk your hands back as comfortably far as you can. Doesn't matter how far, you just want to, the feeling is the destination, not what it looks like. Then take your shoulder blades, draw them away from each other. Just give your back a nice stretch right in the middle. Take a big breath in, big breath out. Good. And then release the hands, let it go. We're going to let the arms relax for a little bit, and we're going to do some legs. So one leg at a time. Left leg first. Kick your leg out in front, and then lower it back down. Kick it out, and lower it down. Sit up tall. We're going to keep going. Lift it up, and lower it down. Lift it up, and lower it down. Keep it going. This will work the quad, which is the front part of the leg. And as you do this, see if you can really imagine reaching your heel forward. Right? So I'm sitting up and I'm kicking my heel forward and my toes are headed back towards my nose. Oof, I'm starting to feel it. Maybe you are too. So we're just going to keep going a little bit more. Should have counted. For those of you who know me, I can't do 2 things at once. But I try. So I tell my kids to do the best I can. We just try. All right, 2 more. 1, and then 2, and then hold it up here. And we're going to point our toe, flex our foot. Point our toe, flex our foot. So you can maybe really be starting to feel this. I can really feel this in my front thigh, my quadricep. We're just going to do this for 5, for 4, sit up tall, for 3, 2, and 1. Again, whoa. Again, taking any breaks you want. Just catch back up. All right, other side. Right leg, lift and lower, and lift and lower. Keep going. Now, this side, sit up tall. This side might be different than the other. For me, this is my knee that barks at me a little bit more. So I have to be a little bit more mindful, and it's okay, but I'm still working the muscle. I'm still kicking my heel forward, and I'm still working my toes back towards my nose. It feels a little bit different, so I take it a little bit easy and think, do it more thoughtfully, I guess. Mindfully is what I'm trying to say. Good. Keep it going. Sit up tall. You're doing great. Even just doing anything is good. right? Maybe just turning on a video like this to do it is good. It's so hard for me to do at home. So much easier to do when you're there in person, but we don't have that option right now, so we can make do. All right, 2 more. Yeah. All right, then point and flex. Point and flex. Sit up tall, point and flex. Point and flex. You might be feeling it like now, like me. And 1 and 2 and 3. Just going to 5 and 4 and 5 and lower down. Good. Now we're going to take our left leg up again, straighten the leg, point the toe, and make circles in with the ankles. Just real gentle in one direction, and then switch directions. Again, sitting up tall, and then drop the foot down. Other side. Point the toe, and make circles in one direction, and then the other direction. Ooh, I can hear my ankles going. All right, and then lower it back down. We're going to stand up now. So we're going to come to, first is our downward facing dog. I'm going to move my chair. You don't have to. Just do whatever you need to do. But I just want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So hands go on the back of the chair. This is a stretch to get the whole back of the body. From your heels, the backs of the legs, in through the back, and then the shoulders and the arms. So we're going to hold on tight to our chair. Walk the feet back. And then from here, I'm going to stick my butt back and take my head through in between my arms. So my arms are shoulder width distance on the chair, and I'm reaching my hips back as I lower down. So I have very open shoulders, generally speaking, not so much today. So my head's going to go further in between my shoulders. Yours might be up here. Yours might be up here. You just want to feel a sensation in through your shoulders. Same thing with the legs, right? My legs and back are a little bit stiff, but I have straight legs right now. You may or may not. You might look like this, right? And that's good. All you want to feel is a sensation along the backs of the legs as you reach your hips back. Now come on out of it. That was long enough. Shake it out. And we're going to do it again. 2 more times. Each time we're going to take 2 breaths in it. So walk your feet back. Nice long spine. And then heart reaches forward and fold. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come on up. Walk the feet forward. Relax and shake it out. And then 1 more time. Walk the feet back. Sit. Stand up tall. And then reach the hips back as the heart reaches forward and fold. 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. And then make your way back up into standing. Whew, shake it out. All right. Next is our balancing posture for today. First, well, there's 2. First is our tiptoes. So you can stand in any way that works for you. I'm going to stand like this for now, but you can stay behind the chair for stability. I'm just going to do this so you can see me. So I'm standing here. Feet are hip width distance. I'm going to come up onto my tippy toes and then lower back down. Up on my tippy toes and lower back down. Tippy toes and down. Tippy toes and down. Keep it going. This is working our calves. This is working our quads. This is doing a lot of stuff, right? So just keep it going. Now, if you want to add some balance stuff, you can take 1 hand away. Just go to the point where you feel good, right? Maybe you can take 2 hands away. If you're feeling like this is easy peasy lemon squeezy for you, you can start adding hands and feet, right? But I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay right here today. Maybe 1 arm comes up, maybe the other. So just keep it going and then stop, take a break. And just a couple more. Maybe it might feel good to take this last one and hold it up. Breathe. Maybe. And then lower it down. Woof, and then shake it out. So we've just worked a lot on the backs of the legs. Next posture we're going to do is our pyramid pose. Hold the hands on, stand right behind the chair. The left hand is going to hold onto the back of the chair. So I'm sideways now. I'm going to take my left, no, I can do it the same way as you. My right hand is No, I can't. You guys. Oh, where are you? I need you in this room so you can tell me which hand is which. So we're going to take this left hand, because it's hard. I'm doing it backwards. And then the right foot is going to go forward. All right? So the feet are a few feet apart. Both hip bones are pointing forward. Stand up tall. Hold onto your chair. Other hand goes to your hip. Come back. Come down halfway. Then take your hip and pull it in line so both of your hips are pointed forward. We're going to feel a stretch down the back of the front leg and maybe down the back of the back leg. Just 2 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then stand up tall. We're going to switch over to the other side. So it's my right hand on the chair and my left foot is forward. Again, about 3.5 feet. You can adjust. Legs are mostly straight. It's okay if they're bent. Left hand to the hip, pull your left hip back, and then come halfway down. Just breathing in here. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then come on back up. Good. And then walk, turn, and you can come back in and sit down. Back. Oh, no, I forgot. Tree pose, tree pose. So we're going to stand up nice and tall. I'm going to do it on this side. You can hold onto the back of your chair still. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our left leg, and it's going to be our nice and steady leg. We're going to bend the right knee and open it out to the side, right? So you can keep your heel at your ankle, stand up tall, hold onto the chair for support. If you're feeling comfortable, you can let the chair go. There's lots of different hand things that you can do here. You can reach your arms up if that feels good for you. You can keep them here at your heart, or you can just work with your balance. If you'd like to try something a little different, you can take your heel away from your ankle and slide it up your shin. So the knee is pointing out to the side. Again, maybe finding some balance help here. Wherever you are, you can also place it above the knee. You just want to avoid the actual knee. You don't want to press on your knee laterally. So just find what works for you. We're going to take 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. And then come back into center. We're going to switch over to the other side. So it's the right leg is our strong, straight leg. Bend the left knee and open it out to the side. Keep the heel at the ankle, right? If that works for you, take your time here, right? Find what works. You can hold on to the wall if you need, right? Maybe the heel, instead of staying at the ankle, slides up to the shin. Again, keeping that knee opening up away from you. This works great. If you want to help the foot to the thigh, above the knee, that's fine too. Wherever you are, lift up in through your heart, and we're going to take 2 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. And then relax and shake it out. Good. We're going to do one last pose. I'll turn the chair this way before we sit down. I can't believe I forgot these. So there are some of the most important ones. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand nice and wide, okay? And you're going to imagine my chair is right here, but I want you to be able to see. So my feet are nice and wide. My arms are going to go out to the side. Maybe, right? Maybe you'll stand like this. Maybe one hand will be on the chair. Any of these are fine. So what we're going to do is you're going to lean over to one side, and then maybe the toe's going to come up off the floor. Maybe. And then come back down over to the other side. Come up onto your tippy toes on one leg, and then lift the leg up, and then come back down. Right? And go side to side. Now, maybe the toe comes up off the floor a lot. Maybe it just comes off a little bit. It's all okay. So we're just going to go back and forth. Now, some of us are going to want to stay just like this, right? Some of us are going to get the leg a little higher. Some of us might end up having both hands off and go in this little tick-tock star situation. Whatever works. We're just going to do this for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Oh, and we're done. So ahead and sit back down. Get yourself back to your comfortable seat. Whew, I'm tired. My legs are tired. Just take a second. Give yourself a little bit of relaxation in through the legs. And we're almost done. We're going to take the leg, left leg. Let's do the left leg. Up and straighten the leg again. And we're going to write the alphabet. So point your toe. You can imagine, you can do script, anything you want. You're going to just imagine writing the alphabet. A, B, C, D, sit up tall, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Oh, relax the legs down. Give them a little rub or a little movement, and then switch over to the other leg. Point the toe, sit up tall, and work your letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, sit up tall, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Relax the legs down. Good. And then while we're sitting here, we're going to do one more exercise for our toes and one more exercise for our face. So first, the toes. You want to sit up nice and tall. I don't know if you can see my toes. They might be a little too, might be off the camera, but what we're going to do is we're just going to spread the toes out. I'm going to show you with my hands, but you can just keep your hands here. I'm going to spread the toes out, and then we're going to rake the feet. Just rake. Grab, pull it back. This is good for your feet. Just keep raking them a little bit. Good. We're going to do this for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Relax them. Ooh, I feel a little tingly. That's good. Then we're going to take our hands, clap them together, rub them together as quick as you can. It's going to make some warmth and heat and energy. And you're going to place them on your face and on your eyes. Just take a second here. And then take a moment and just take your fingers and tap, tap, tap along the forehead, on your cheeks, on your nose. We're just going to wake everything up. And relax the hands down. We're going to do a fire breath. So take a big breath in through the nose. We'll do 2. And then we're going to stick our tongue out and breathe out through the mouth. So 2 of these. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feels really good. Looks silly. Feel free to do one more if you like. Good. And then rub your hands together. One last time. You're going to close your eyes. So if you have glasses on, go right underneath them. And then cup your hands on your eyes. You're not pressing into the eyes. You're just going to cup them there and let them rest. And relax your hands down. You can keep your eyes closed. We're just going to stay here and breathe for a little bit. Let the crown of the head reach up. Find a gentle lift in through your heart. Your shoulders relax down your back. Again, hands can be down on the lap, palms down or palms up. And just take a moment and find your breath again. Perhaps taking a moment here to think of someplace out in nature. Maybe it's a meadow or out at a lake. Maybe the grass is there. Just look around. Find a nice place to imagine yourself sitting or lying down. Take a moment and think about what the breeze feels like. Is it cool? Is it warm? What sort of sounds do you hear? Are there animals? Is there a body of water? Someplace where you can feel very peaceful and safe and loved. We'll take a few more breaths here. I'll let you know when to open your eyes. Maybe you start to look at the clouds. If it's summer, you can feel the sun on your face. If it's winter, maybe there's snowflakes. Just listen to the sounds. And then when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. Oh, take a second and move yourself around in a circle or side to side. And sit up tall and notice any little sensations that your body might feel. I can feel my toes and my face a little bit more, my legs, and see how you feel. But thank you for joining me for this, and I hope you guys are well. If you need anything, let me know. Namaste.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the class, and if you hit the subscribe button, you can find out when I upload new videos. Be well. Namaste.